The Chesapeake Bay watershed, all through it, is now experiencing extractive mining techniques that, frankly, weren't around even as little as 10 years ago.
2 years ago, Rockingham County in the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia was faced with what would have been the first natural gas Marcellus shale hydrofracking well in Virginia. And on pretty short notice, some partners came together and worked hard to educate the county officials that would have made the decision to hold off on that permit. Regional groups like Southern Environmental Law Center brought their technical and legal expertise. The hands-on groups that work at the local level, like Friends of the North Fork of the Shenandoah River, the Shenandoah Riverkeeper, Trout Unlimited, CAP is a local group in Rockingham County, all came together, and they have different skills and different messages and different constituents. But to me, it really illustrated the power of partnerships. When you have different groups with different things to bring, can influence an important decision, which has implications at the local level, but it also has implications downstream. Since this area is the headwaters of the Shenandoah River, makes its way to the Potomac into the Chesapeake Bay, and it's the headwaters of the drinking source for Washington, D.C., Northern Virginia, and even the James River to Richmond and further downstream.
Pennsylvania legislature has passed what we consider to be the worst environmental bill in a decade a couple of months ago. Sort of a massive handout to the gas industry after the gas industry gave massive handouts to Pennsylvania politicians. So we're up against quite a fight, but there's the silver lining of that fight is that people in the state are paying attention to environmental issues in a way they never have before, which is an opportunity for our organization and all of the organizations in the coalition to get involved, to talk to these people, to activate them, to mobilize them both to put pressure on their legislators and to elect better ones.
Why would we go and open up new problems when we haven't figured out how to clean up the problems of the last 50, 100 years? And that's especially true at a time when the potential to develop energy resources that don't have those impacts has never been better. Lying off the coast of Maryland, the coast of Virginia, are the best offshore wind resources, frankly, anywhere in North America. And they are located very close to the places where energy is needed. That seems like a much better option than opening up the Pandora's box of uranium mining and milling, where to get about a pound of uranium ore, you have to extract 2,000 pounds or more of material. And so a huge amount of waste material, which is itself radioactive, having to be exposed to the weather and then eventually managed for thousands and thousands of years, essentially forever, or the real impacts of hydrofracking in Pennsylvania or blowing up mountains in West Virginia.
The permit in Rockingham County is on hold. They've tabled it, which means they've chosen not to act on the permit. And they're in the process of learning more and, like I said, visiting places like Wetzel County, West Virginia. And the George Washington National Forest released their draft plan, and in the draft plan it prohibited natural gas drilling, but we're waiting on the final plan. And so certainly there's pressure from industry, there's pressure from Congress to make the forest available to hydrofracking, and so we're doing everything we can before the final comes out to make sure they do the right thing and stick to the proposal to ban horizontal drilling.